is the countdown. Okay. Today we're going to get into exception handling. Still one of the subjects from yesterday, but you know how I couldn't record videos yesterday, so I'm doing it today. All right. Exception handling. Well, it may sound confusing, but just remember these three keywords: try, throw, and catch. Try, throw, and catch. It's pretty easy to remember, right? They're all connected. You try, you throw, and you catch what you threw. Okay. So what exception handling does is when there is exception to the program, um, like when one number is larger than the other, the program will show an error message. So it's like doing something like that. And I'll be showing examples of how you can use it. Well, to begin, we just created a main function, and inside our main, we create a try. And inside the try, we're going to try if certain statements are true. And if they are, we're going to run some type of program. And you'll see what's going on as it folds out. So to start, we're going to create two variables. I'm gonna use Yao Ming, for example, and before you give your data any name, you should always be sure that it has a type. Well, for mine, it's integer, and it's called Yao Ming. And Yao Ming is a very tall basketball player. I think he is 2 meters and 21. Let's say he's 2 meters and 21. And there's me, Robert. I am 181. So I'm 40 centimeters shorter than him. He's a big guy. Okay. Now, since I said we're going to be testing statements, certain statements, and if they are true, we're gonna use the if statement. If let's say if Robert is taller than Yao Ming, then what happens is we're going to throw something. Throw 99. And that's everything you have to enter inside the try section. And when you throw something, you simply enter throw and the number after it. Now, outside your try function, which is that one. So after your try function, you're going to catch what you just threw. Otherwise, the program would freak out. So when you catch something, you want to input what you threw into this parameter right here. So you're going to make um, hold on a second. I think it's x equals 99. No, hold on. X. I think that's it. Oh, I think it's int x. Yeah, there we go. It needs a parameter. And what this does is printing out the parameter. ENDR. And now let's run this to see if there is any error. Well, there isn't any error because the program showed up, and that means the program is running. But why is nothing printing out on the screen? Shouldn't it print out X on the screen or whatever value X stands for, which is 99? Well, that is true, but when you look at the program right here, this line only runs when Robert is larger than Yao Ming. Well, of course I'm not going to be taller than Yao Ming, so this statement remains false, which is good because I don't want to be too you don't want to be that tall. Um, but what this statement is for exceptions. So this statement is built for errors only. So if I if I lie to others and say I'm 240, well, that's obviously not true. I'm 181. But if I just lie to the computer and say if I'm 240, well, the computer knows how tall Yao Ming is and knows that he is a famous basketball player. So there is a very small chance that I'll be taller than Yao Ming and even 20 centimeters taller than him. So the computer is going to, look at this and that line. And since we have set up this statement right here, this statement is going to be true. Well, since we have decided that this is not going to be likely, that's why the error message is going to run this time, 99, because of this statement and because of this number is indeed larger than this number. And it's pretty impossible. Okay, now let's go down to our catch down here. Usually when we print out something, um, when we in our catch, we usually do something like an error message. So we're going to have a complete message saying Robert is not likely to be taller than Yao Ming. Error X. And if you're familiar with Wi-Fi disconnections, you may know the page that comes up when there's no Wi-Fi and it comes up with 101 or some number first and it says, whoops, seems like there is something wrong. Well, I think this is basically what this program is doing because for different types of errors, we're going to come up with a different number for the error. Just make it easier for us to recognize what type of error it is. And it's just good to categorize different types of errors so we can fix them later. So this will be pretty clear what went wrong. Robert is not likely to be taller than Yao Ming. Error 99. So this is a pretty smart way of, just categorizing errors and returning errors. Anyway, this is exception handling, easy stuff. I guess that's it.